Hi. Yes, I cut my hair, but actually I donated about 12 or so inches of it. So yeah, it's not a styled cut or anything. They just chopped off whatever they were going to accept for the donation, and yeah, that's a very blunt cut. It has been a very slow time within the beauty industry, I know. I mean, the only exciting thing, for me at least, that launched recently were the Lisa Eldridge balms. I hope to try a couple of them this summer. But otherwise, Pat McGrath announcing bankruptcy, absolutely shocking news. I still have a couple of lipsticks from them that I want to buy. Venus in Furs in the Matte Trans and Divine Rose in the Luxe Trans ones on my wish list, but then they've gone and announced bankruptcy. Let's hope they'll be around in time for me to buy. Yeah. Anyway, there were 90 beauty products for me to use up for the rest of this year when February ended. Let's see how I've done in March. The first product, not makeup, not skincare. What is it? Lasted me 10 years and finally breathed its last earlier this month. The Philips Lumia Precision IPL device. Yeah, that won't work. It's all gone. Won't even switch on. This is the Lumia Precision Plus actually, and it is cordless. You just charge it and you can use it. The lady at Boots Electricals who talked to me about this told me back in 2015, actually, I know, dark ages practically, pre-COVID era, completely different world. She told me that it would last maybe 2 or 3 years. Lasted 10 for me. I'm not saying that's going to be the case for everybody, but for me it was 10 years. So why am I looking for another one? I'll tell you. It managed my armpits, managed my lower legs, managed my forearms. What I was scared of were certain parts of the world and thighs. I was too lazy to bother about my thighs, so those need a bit of work. So I need one more IPL device for the whole of the rest of my life, and after that I'll be hairless forever. I mean, except on the head, of course, where I need hair. So I went to Boots, the website, and tried to order the newest version of the Precision Plus, which was cordless, and it was sadly out of stock. So I panic bought this one, the Brown Silk Expert Pro 5, and it arrived, and 2 days later, the latest Precision Plus, cordless and everything, back in stock. Story of my life. And the saddest part is that this is not wireless. I found that out after it arrived. It can only be used when plugged in, which means that I'm going to be a little bit scared about using something that is connected to the electrical grid on certain parts of the planet. Anyway, the good news is that this apparently lasts 20 years. So in my case, that probably means 40, because this one, the lady said, would last 2 years or 3 years tops, and it lasted me 10 years. Yeah. So if they say that this is going to last 20 years, that's probably going to last 40, which means I'd probably never need to buy another IPL device for the whole of the rest of my life, and I'm stuck with this corded thing forever. Anyway, that was an unexpected expense, and one that I hadn't budgeted for when this year began. I mean, I knew this wouldn't last forever, the Philips. I'm also used to that nice shape. I wish I had waited for it to come back in stock, but I panicked. There's this routine which you do every 4 weeks, yeah, and I don't want that routine to end, so I panic bought the other one instead of waiting. So now I have something that can only be used when connected to electricity, whereas this doesn't need that. Should have waited. Anyway, if you are tan, if you are South Asian, my kind of skin tone, which is MAC NC38 or even 40, the Philips Lumia Precision Plus does work on deeper skin tones. Apparently now the technology is such that it works on even deeper skin tones. I wouldn't know. It is not something I particularly regret, but I do regret not buying this, not waiting. Yeah, shouldn't have rushed into that one. Yeah, so that's the first product. The second one is actually makeup. Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, oil-free. All well, definitely oil-free. Absorbed all the oil, mattified beautifully. There was just one problem. My makeup refused to go on top, which is defeating the purpose of a primer. Yeah, The only thing that did work a bit was tinted SPF, not proper whole foundation. That wouldn't go on top. The other thing is that it left a white cast, possibly because of the mineral texture, and it has SPF 15. Anyway, it left a white cast and I wasn't too happy about that. So for that reason, I will not be repurchasing this product. I do have a couple of samples from all those advent calendars and beauty boxes, which I will have to use up one way or the other. Now, moving on to skincare, I have the Naturi Hatomugi Skin Conditioner, a Japanese brand. Japanese skincare people, I love Japanese skincare, possibly even more than Korean skincare, because Japanese skincare isn't constantly being reformulated, replaced, discontinued. It is a lot more sort of long-term if you want to use the same product for a long time. As I do. So I would have bought everything from J Beauty. However, they don't have serums, too many serums, and I like playing around with my serums. So toners, Japanese ones, they knock K Beauty out of the ballpark. Toners, I'll always be repurchasing J Beauty. This is not the best toner out there. I prefer the Cezanne skin conditioner to this. I prefer the Kikomazu Munesake high moist toner to this. I prefer SK2 obviously to this. I prefer the Hada Labo lotions to this one. But it wasn't bad. It was better than all the Korean toners that I've tried so far, definitely. And what I love the most about J Beauty is that you get a massive 500ml, 480ml, 400ml, huge canister really. So it lasts forever. So will I repurchase? Not this particular one. Other Japanese toners, yes. Acne treatment, hello. Oof, that's painful. This is from It's Skin. AC Spot Essence did absolutely nothing for this monster or its child that's growing on top of it. Can you believe that my acne has started having children? Anyway, won't be repurchasing this either. Serum is next. This one I will repurchase. As I said, K Beauty is all about the serums for me. Arentia, yeah, I've talked about this a lot last year, haven't I? Red Smoothie Serum, hang on, all gone. I know it comes in a jar, but it is a serum. It is very jelly-like in texture, and you just pat it on and wait a bit for it to get a bit absorbed. And it gives you glass skin. This is my favorite glass skin product. People, will I repurchase? Already have, I think I've bought 6 jars of this for the rest of this year. Moisturizer is next. This one is not K Beauty or J Beauty. It is a Shani Darden Daily Oil-Free Moisturizer, which I bought from Cult Beauty back in the day when they were doing all those indie brands before they were acquired by the Hut Group. Not a huge fan of this. Very lightweight. Not enough. I need something like CeraVe or Vanicream or Estura or Bioderma Atoderm or something like that with petrolatum on top. Otherwise, my skin starts flaking. So I won't be repurchasing that. Lip Balm Rose Mine Fresh Green Tea. Wasn't a huge fan. Came in a Mimi box ages and ages ago. Average, very, very average. It smelled nice. That for me was the main thing. The next one was a gift from my friend Archana, who went to Tokyo right before COVID. This is actually for acne. Yeah, it is for acne on the back. And thankfully, it actually worked to the point where I no longer have any acne. It is the Pelican for back medicated lotion. Body lotion, actually. It's not hydrating or anything. It is purely to treat your acne. And it works, it works, it works. You use this to pump right there and just use your hand to spread it all over the place and then put on your clothes. Eradicated acne like nobody's business. Love it. Will I repurchase? If I get acne, let's hope never again. My acne was so bad for years and years, right from my teenage up till now. Yeah, and it was so stubborn, it would never go away, and there was so much hyperpigmentation from previous acne as well, and I always had quite a few lesions over there. Now it's all smooth, even the hyperpigmentation's gone. So am I going to start wearing wide neck or low back clothing? Probably not. I've got used to high necks. Mizon Snail Hand and Foot Cream, all gone as you can see. Among the last snail products that I have, I no longer use them. For a hand cream, this is among the better ones, but there are even better hand and foot creams out there, so I will be sticking to those in the future. Hand Wash, Bath and Body Works Fresh Cut Lilacs. I prefer the Pekin Pumpkin Waffle range. It was a foaming product, so when you pumped, you'd get that foam. Yeah, that's how it worked. I think I prefer the regular cleansing gels to the foams. So in future, I will be buying the cleansing gels. Hand sanitizer, Bath and Body Works Luminous, very nice handy pocket products that you just pop into all your tiny bags. I use very small bags. Will show you my bag collection possibly this summer. This one was good, smelled nice. Will I repurchase? I prefer pumpkin pecan waffles, people. And I like trying new fragrances from them each time. So, you know, repurchasing the same thing isn't something that I would actively seek to do. Nail care, Bourjois Magic Nail Polish Remover. Who uses this? Now that I've started using nail polish, I know I just removed the existing multi-chrome in order to trim my nails, and that's when I found that this one was actually over. Remember when this came out, it was all the rage. Yeah, you just popped in your finger and did that and the nail polish would come out. Where does all the multi-chrome and all the glitter go? Right into that sponge, I guess. Anyway, it's dried up completely now, so I am treating it as an empty. Very nice. Will I repurchase? Not immediately. I've got, I think, 2 more of similar products in my stash, including one from Sephora. Body lotion, anti-itching, Johnson & Johnson's Lubriderm. Very, very, very heavy duty if you are feeling itchy. Very heavy duty, very soothing, very calming and kind of anti-inflammatory. Quite nice, actually. I mean, it's not going to address the cause of itching. You need antihistamines for that. But, you know, it is going to calm down the skin, hydrate it nicely, and may help you feel better. So, will I repurchase? Already have. 2 hair care products. Faith in Nature, fragrance-free conditioner, possibly my favorite in the range so far. I've tried the aloe one, I've tried the coconut one, I've tried the rosemary one. I think I like the fragrance-free the best. Will I repurchase? Let me get to the end of my stash here and then we'll see. Lastly, VO5 Hot Oil Nourishing Shine. You get those little vials of oil in here that you hold under hot water, you know, or, you know, pop it into a bowl with hot water for a minute and then you apply it, leave it on for at least a minute. I've left it on for 15 minutes or so, and then you have your shower, wash your hair. The thing is, I became a bit dandruffy and my dermatologist, after trying a million different things and all sorts of shampoos and creams and lotions and potions and even oral medication, told me to start doing hot oil massage. You're Indian, she said. Embrace your heritage. Hot oil massage. The thing is, because of stiff necks and allergies and everything, even my mother has never oiled her hair after age 12 or something. And my hair has never been oiled. So that part of heritage is kind of not in my family's background. So I wondered what to do and finally ended up buying this. It works better. It's a light oil, a thin oil. Anyway, the good news is my dermatologist in the last review told me that the flakes were noticeably less and I had just 5 uses of this, and she said you can keep a box or 2 handy, but you don't need to do it actively right now. So will I repurchase? Already have. So those are 15 products that I used up in March, and that leaves me with 75 products to get through for the rest of the year from April onwards. Will I get there? Stay tuned to find out. Please let me know what you have used up in March and if you've tried any of these and what you think about them. Yeah, so that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up. Please do the subscribe button. Please do ring the notifications bell and please like my video, and I'll speak to you soon.